Hello, I'm Michelle Hallinan, and I would like to present to you a growing garden in the special education classroom with the intent of developing healthy life skills. This PowerPoint is written for any classroom, but I will present the who, what, when, where, and why of a classroom garden that I would propose in an interview to the Rogers High School as to what I would bring to the table should I be hired as a special education teacher. Who can grow a classroom garden? Any classroom can utilize a garden in their classroom. The curriculum simply changes depending on the age or content area. A garden provides ample opportunity for differentiated learning. At home, I've had my children helping in the garden since they could walk. There are a variety of garden tasks for many levels of abilities. What does a garden have to do with school? First, it can enhance their curriculum. From math to literature, social studies to science, a garden can enhance curriculum for most any subject. Second, it can encourage healthy habits. How many people do you know that love vegetables? There's not too many of them out there. But I found that participating in the growing process can foster an interest in foods, creating a desire to try them as well. And last, but definitely not least important, is that caring for a living thing develops a sense of responsibility and the understanding of what it takes to care for a living thing. When during the school year could you grow a garden in Minnesota? Since research and planning would be the first steps to creating a school or class garden, these first steps could start right away in the beginning of the school year. You could also start them at the beginning of the calendar year or a couple months in. After the research is complete and a plan is in place, supplies could be gathered and the planting process could start inside the classroom. Once the fear of frost is gone, the outdoor digging may begin. Let's get messy. Where could you grow a school garden? The garden process would start in the media center, researching soil, seeds, plant needs, and so on. The planting would start in the classroom well before the ground is thawed and the outdoor garden is ready. Once the outdoor garden is ready, the sprouts would be transitioned outside and eventually planted in the ground. The size of the garden would depend on the space available. How can a garden enhance your curriculum? A garden can enhance curriculum for almost any age. Some of my favorite ideas include in math, well, there the options are endless, but measuring the plant distance apart, the height of the sprouts, and then it continuing to measure as the plant continues to grow. In language arts, journaling observations at least once a week. Social studies, exploring historical events around food and gardens. Things like potato famines and the Great Depression. In science, once again, the options are endless. With experiments, the options are also endless. But some of the things that could be tested out are plant types, or plant varieties, soil types, amounts of water or food, light, and so on. This is my daughter Kendra. When she was 1.5, every day when we came home from school, she'd open the garden gate. She'd pick a tomato, taste it. If it was green, it wound up on the ground. And if it was red, as you can see, she thoroughly enjoyed it. The inspiration for the garden idea came from my children. They went from turning up their noses to vegetables to begging for squash with dinner and arguing over who got to finish the Brussels sprouts, thanks to our home garden. I believe that with exposure to the entire plant food process, most students will be interested in trying the fruits of their harvest. If they are still uninterested, they have still gained valuable knowledge along the way. This first website is an excellent source for finding out ways to enhance your curriculum with the garden. The second site is a post-secondary option for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. It was a fun find from a coworker whose brother is in the program. Not only does my idea go beyond high school, it transitions here to a career for people with disabilities. Thank you.